What's up guys, E-Drone here. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the new Snaptain A10 720p toy quadcopter. Stay tuned. Take a look at the packaging. You'll see we have our Snaptain model on the front. Has a nice clean white box. Very nice packaging from Snaptain. Opening up the package, you'll see on the bottom underneath, you'll have the prop guards, charging cable, extra propellers, some spare screws, and the instruction manual and the quick start guide. 2 batteries come with this quadcopter. You just plug it in with a little charger USB, red for charging, green for charged. The controller itself has some really nice joysticks with altitude hold. All the buttons are clearly labeled, and if you open it up, there is a nice phone holder here that has some foam with a spring tension. My Galaxy S20 Plus fits no problem. It will fit your larger mobile style devices. The controller does not feel of cheap quality. It has some good substance to it, and I love that all the buttons are clear, nice, and labeled with pictures. Very nice controller. Turn the controller around, you'll be greeted with a battery bay with a Phillips head screwdriver, and take that off, and it's 3 AAA batteries to get you in the air. Take a look at the quadcopter. You'll see it has a foldable design, fits in the palm of your hand, and has that Mavic style look to it. Really nice. You have to unfold the rear arms first, then the front, and the props are also folding as well. Taking a look at the 720p camera on the front as well as some LEDs. We have LED on the rear as well as the sides. The battery bay, you have to push in the battery, it locks into place. And then if you hold the power button to turn on the drone, you'll see the LEDs on the side, front, and rear. LEDs are nice and bright. It actually makes it really easy to see. Turn it off, push and hold the power button as well. We'll turn the drone back off. Prop guards slide on from the underneath and they clip right into place, nice and secure. Here's everything you get in the packaging. Let's go ahead and take this guy out for a flight test and we'll take a look at it. Alright guys, let's just go ahead and show you this quadcopter, some indoor flights. I'm going to push and hold on the drone, power it on, push and hold on the transmitter, power it on, and then once again we're going to take the left joystick up, down, get a flashing, we're bound to the quadcopter. So let's go ahead and take off and I'll show you how to trim. Okay, so we're flying indoors, and as you can see, it's drifting forward and a little bit to the left. So these trim tabs right here on the right side, we're going to push backward and then to the right. So you want to move these trim tabs the opposite way the quadcopter's drifting. You want to make sure you do this inside where there's no wind. Okay, so now we're drifting to the right a little bit and forward. So let's go ahead and do left. Okay, that's pretty good there. I don't think we're going to get too much better than that. Pretty good stable hover indoors. Go ahead and do some flips inside. Going to make sure you get gain a little bit of altitude. Okay, as you can see, nice clean flips indoors, no problem there. Forward, backward, sideways. Very easy to do. Got the prop guards on. Let's go ahead and see if we can have a little bit of wall scuffle here. And just let it drift into the wall. Okay, boom, no problem. Bounced off the wall. Let's do it up here. Okay, no problem there. So the prop guards, I highly recommend putting these on if you're going to be flying indoors. As you can see, we hit the wall. It's no big deal. It's just going to bounce off of it. Let's see if we can do one of these little yaw spin maneuvers. We're going to push this button here, and it's just going to do a really crazy, erotic yaw spin. What do you think? Pretty cool, huh? Push the button again, we'll cancel it. So you'll get a flashing on the drone when you're in headless mode, meaning no matter what orientation the quadcopter is forward and backward is backward. That's a nice feature to have if you lose orientation. Push that again one time, and you'll get the LEDs go solid. Now, in order to do the return to home function, we're just gonna push and hold on this button. And as you can see, it's coming back this way. So the return to home is working, and then just push on the joystick to stop that. You want to see some flips? Whoa! Whoa, watch yourself there. It's pretty cool. Ready? Whoa! And I like the prop guards on indoors because you can bump the wall. It's really not a big deal. So yeah, the altitude hold is really nice. All right, guys, we're outside with the Snaptain A10. We're gonna go ahead and get this set up. You're gonna put the drone down on a nice flat surface. You're gonna push and hold on the power button. You'll see the LED start flashing. You want to stand directly behind it with the controller, push and hold on the power button. That's going to turn on the controller. You get a beep with a flashing light. Now, in order to bind the controller to the quadcopter in this orientation, you want to go up, down, LEDs start flashing, and they go solid. Now, in order to calibrate the accelerometer, we're going to take these two sticks and move them down to the corner. You'll see the LEDs flash on the drone, indicating your calibration has been successful. Now, in order to take off, we can do this a couple ways. We can arm the quadcopter with these sticks simply by holding down and out. You'll see the blade start spinning. Let's go ahead and see if the blade stops spinning if we don't apply any stick input. That's a safety feature that a lot of these drones have. Some don't. Okay, this one doesn't have it, so this one's just going to continue to keep spinning. So disarm, down and out. You can also arm by holding the sticks down and in. Same thing, the blades will spin up, and then you want to shut it off, same thing. Now, we also have one key takeoff and one key landing. So if you see this button right here, go ahead and push this button once. The drone will automatically take off and come up to a predetermined altitude. Now, this drone does have altitude hold. So as you can see, it's holding its altitude fairly well. And we're not going to calibrate the accelerometer outside because of the wind drift. So we're just going to fly as is. Now let's go ahead and set the speeds up on this guy. Right here you have the speed button. That's speed level 2. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Yaw rate, pretty slow actually. And let's take a look at speed level 3. You'll get 3 beeps. Yaw rate is definitely increased, as well as the forward pitch movement. That's speed level 3. So not a real fast flyer outside, but indoors I'm sure it'll be plenty fast enough. Now let's take a look at some of these other options we have on the controller here. We're going to be flying this with the app as well. I'll show you the camera and everything. I think it's really nice at this price point and the size of this little toy drone quadcopter that we actually have a 720p camera on board. So 3D flips, the button here on the right hand side. You're going to push this button once and move the right joystick in the direction you want the quadcopter to flip. So we got right, left, backwards, and forwards. Whoa, yeah. So give yourself a little bit of height to recover from those flips, as you can see. Now, we also have a couple little functions here. We have return to home. So return to home basically, guys, is just wherever the original orientation you took off. If you push that button and hold it. All right, there's a return to home. As you can see, it's coming back in the direction that we took off of, the same orientation. So if you're over to the right, it's still going to come straight back. Left, same thing. It's going to come straight back in the orientation you took off. That's why it's important to make sure that when you calibrate the accelerometer, you stand directly behind it. All right, so we also have what's called a rapid yaw spin maneuver. So if we push this button once, you'll see the quadcopter just start yawing insane there. You can push it again to cancel it, or move on the joystick. That will cancel it either way. Now, if we also have a circle mode. So if we push this button here, the quadcopter will just start flying in circles, as you can see. And it's kind of starting to drift itself to the left a little bit, but it's actually holding itself pretty good. You see that it does get a little bit of wandering. But it's just going to continue to keep doing that unless you push the button or touch on the joystick. We also have the one button landing. So we can either land the quadcopter by pushing the land button once. So we'll go ahead and push that land button, and it will just come down on its own till it finds a flat surface, and then disarm. Another way we can land it is by just using the left joystick and pushing down and holding down on the left joystick, and the quadcopter will power off. Definitely more suitable for indoor flying, but you can fly it outside. Love the fact that this quadcopter comes with 2 batteries. You can kind of see it flying through the wind there. We're fighting the wind a little bit. But all in all, it's really pretty stable flyer. Let's go ahead and do the flip functions again. Okay, so our battery is getting low enough to where the quadcopter will not flip. You can see now the low battery, the transmitter's flashing, and the drone as well. Go ahead and turn off the drone. Just push and hold on the power button and push and hold on the transmitter. We'll go ahead and get the app hooked up and show you guys how the app works. Alright guys, go ahead and connect to the app. First thing you're going to want to do is power on your Snaptain A10 drone. Push and hold on the power button. You'll see the light start flashing. We go ahead and put the phone into the controller here by just opening up this little slot here, and then just slide your phone right in the top here. Then you're going to want to go ahead and power on the controller. Go ahead and turn on your Wi-Fi on your mobile device. Go ahead and go to your Wi-Fi. And you're going to look for Snaptain A10. Going to go ahead and connect. It's going to tell you that the internet may not be available. You're just going to put stay connected. Now we are connected to the Wi-Fi of the quadcopter. Now you're going to go ahead and open up the Snaptain Air app. It's going to ask you if Snaptain Air can access your photos and media. You're just going to say allow, and you're going to say allow. And there we have the Snaptain A10. Now, we have the function display, we have the media gallery, and we have more. So go ahead and go to the function display. That's going to pull up your camera. Now you can see we have an image on the screen. You hit the 3 dots in the corner. That'll show you some more functions we have here. Then you have the back button. You also have a media gallery that will pull up your pictures and your videos. Let's go ahead and go back into function. Now, we can click the button on the controller to take a photo, like we just did, and it shows you a little photo. We can also push the button to do a video. And as you can see, there's a countdown on the video screen showing that the Snaptain is recording. We'll go ahead and stop that. We also have the speed. So there's 30, there's 60%, and there's 100%. So you also have the option on this app to do all the functions that you can on the controller as well. And we're going to go ahead and here's a simulation. This is pretty cool. This actually will show you how to fly the drone, showing you what the different controllers do. Very nice. Let's go back into the function display. And let's try that V sign for taking photo. V sign for taking photo. Okay, so doing the V sign calls it to record. Go ahead and stop that. Okay, so over here we do have VR, so if you wanted to wear like some VR goggles, it does have that capability within the app to go ahead and set that up. So you can see the camera. It's not bad. The lag is actually not really that bad. There's a flip for you. Okay, there's speed level 3. Let's go ahead and start the recording. Let's take a photo real quick. Get over here and take a photo. Check out the range on this little guy. There's a photo. I'm going to go ahead and start the video recording. Something you can expect. All in all, I gotta say, for the price point, the camera quality is really not that bad for something this small to be able to have a 720p. Now there is no gimbal, nothing like that, but this is a toy grade quadcopter. But you're able to have fun with this guy. It does have a little onboard camera. And if you keep it kind of steady, you can get some little shots. There you go. Let's go ahead and bring it back. Oh, no, it's a really stable flyer. Let's go ahead and do some flips. Alright, flips, no problem. Let's go ahead and do the yaw spin maneuver. That looks really cool on video. Crazy yaw spins. Let's go ahead and try the return to home. Alright, it's kind of working. Oh, in the bush. Crash test. Alright guys, final thoughts on the new Snaptain A10 $39.99 US dollar toy quadcopter. All in all, I really have to say I do recommend it for the price point. It does have a couple things that are cons in my book. One of them is the way the battery comes out. It's very hard to get this battery out and pull this tab back and pull it out with your finger. You need to have like almost like a screwdriver or like a pair of tweezers, some kind of a tool to pull that out. So that's one downfall to me about this quadcopter. The other downfall on this quadcopter is really just the arms. So in the crashes, which this thing is pretty durable, I crashed it a couple times. But I noticed that when I crash and I hit things, the arms move really easily. Maybe them folding in is a good thing because it would alleviate some arms breaking in crashes. But I have noticed other quadcopters that fold have like little notches so that when you fold it out, it kind of catches that notch, and it just makes it a lot harder for the arms to fold in. So that's just a little bit of a con for me, but this is a toy quadcopter and it is a smaller form factor. The camera I think is great quality for a under $40 toy quadcopter. The 720p camera on board, it does everything that you would expect it to do for that price point. All the functionality worked except for some of the voice control functions. They didn't work out so well as some of the features in the app didn't actually work when I pushed on them. But everything on the controller worked. All the features and functions worked on the controller. So I'll put the link down below in the video description for this toy quadcopter from Snaptain. Make sure you check it out. This little mini Mavic looking micro toy quadcopter, 720p. If you got any questions or comments, put them down below. I'd be glad to see what you guys think. Make sure you smash the like button, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. There's going to be more Snaptain toy quadcopter reviews to come on the channel, so stay tuned for that. And until next time, guys, thanks for watching. E-Drone out.